Hello, everybody. Welcome to part 2. Sorry, it's later than I expected, but it took longer to dry. I didn't really want to use my heat gun, so I let them dry. So, to finish these off, and that good jazz, won't take long on this part. Is putting the eyeballs on. The little eyeballs. These ones are round. I'm going with ovals. I think it looked better. I am going to get a pencil and determine which ones I want to use. I think I'm going to use the bigger ones. And kind of move it over that way a little bit. Because there's no mouth to these. It's just the little eyeballs. So I'm going to just kind of trace this to get a feel. And then just kind of move it over some. Like that. Do the same thing. Don't have to worry that people. Hello, nice cat. And just kind of eyeball the little nose. That's like an upside down triangle. Boom. Boom. That's all. And that'll be go. And of course, it'll be some black in there after that part. Okay, let me get a brush here. I sorted my brushes waiting for all this to dry today. I tell you. We got storms running through, and the humidity outside is crazy. Crazy humidity. That's a, yeah. Oh. Well, I think what I got is, this is the oval. I'm thinking about doing the green one with circle eyes and having like a boy and a girl and a girl. And then if I come across the fourth one, I may make a whole family of owls and then put their like names going across. So I might have to go pick me up some of these. I don't know how much these cost. But wouldn't it be cute? Scott, Tina, Diamond, Xavier, Coda, Sam, So I have a whole family of owls in my yard. Hi, kitty. And it'd be kind of cool. We'll see. I got a big yard, so I can do a lot in my yard. I also thought about putting googly eyes at first. Then I thought, nah, I'll just make my eyes. And hopefully I stay in this area. And I'll show you the trick how I'll do the circles. So we'll get this going, and I'll put this aside. And then maybe I'll use my heat gun to dry the eyes so we can move on. You guys can at least see a finished one. But I'll show you. Yeah, sore on my wrist though. A little heavy little buggers. I'm only on a 3-pound weight limit. I bet you these are more than 3 pounds. Maybe not, but it's weird. I can't explain. But my hands are sore. It's a constant soreness. It's the best way I can put it. And I forgot to call my doctor's office like I was supposed to today. So I got myself a note to do that tomorrow. Because they're going to change my medication. Because I had to take Aleve twice a day, 2 tablets at 9 o'clock a.m. and 9 o'clock p.m. See if that's helped a little. Well, kind of, but not a lot. So then they're going to they're waiting to get back with my regular physician to up a medication I'm already on. To see if we can do that. Go back, see pencil line. And I might go around mine, okay, with black. Yeah, that's why they don't want me on it. So, you see how there's, I may go around mine with a black outline. I'm not positive yet. Yeah, that's why they only wanted me to do it for a week. So, I just forgot to call to see if my regular doctor, contacted my surgeon yet. Okay, there we go. I'm trying to cover the pencil one. This guy's going to have oval. Oh, I still see pencil line. I move it everywhere. I can see a pencil line. So I'm going to try. Here we go. I don't see one now. So when it comes to this one, to make round eyes, instead of trying to find my stencil, I'm going to, I know I have it, my tape thing. And I'm just going to kind of line it up. Do the circle. And then move it a little bit. Shoot, my eye's going to be crooked. I usually did that. I don't know. I'm live, so. I'm live, so. I know. I'm just telling you, so you don't. Will be. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not worried about that. I can cover that up. So what I'm doing is spacing my fingers. Okay. One finger. Right there. And do. Oops. And go like that. And, oh, it's pretty good. Go like that. Boom. Looks good. And then an upside down triangle. Boom. Cute, cute, cute. Hi, Martha. Well, hello, Dana. Recovering. That's where I've been. I haven't did a lot. My surgery went well, except I'm not healing as fast inside here. Right there in my wrist. Right here. And then I feel it up all the way up to my palms. And like you can kind of see right there. No. They hurt some days. They hurt all the time. It's called what they call pillar pain. It can last 3 to 6 months. Yeah, they didn't tell me that before my surgery though. I'm on a 3-pound limit.
They didn't even pick up a gallon of milk.
Huh?
Not even allowed to pick up a gallon of milk.
Yeah. I wear my wristbands when I'm really doing some work. I have to wear my wristbands when I take a ride on Harley. Yeah. Wrist guards. But yeah, it's nothing. And when you're an active person like I am, God, it drives you crazy. There's days I was going nuts. But I watched all the seasons of Little House on the Prairie, cried my eyes out, realized, ready for this one? Realized I never watched the movies that came after, the movie versions that they came out when they blew up the city, and then one where I find out Albert's sick. Oh my God, I was so mad and cried my eyes out. My Diamond showed up and I'm in the chair just crying. She's like, "Mom, what's wrong?" Because I have my hands all bandaged, chilling, and I'm like, "Albert's dying," and she goes, "Who in the hell is Albert?" Because she never heard of anybody named Albert. And I'm like, "On Little Boats on the Prairie." She's like, "Oh my God, Mom, you had me worried." I'm like,
"Okay." She hasn't done that.
I know. But she didn't have surgery when I was crying either. I didn't know she was coming. I never seen that Days of Yesterday or whatever one it was called. I'm so mad. Michael Landon's glad. He's lucky he's dead. I'd have wrote him a really nasty letter. All these years later. I mean, 50 years from the first episode, I realized, I'm like, wait a minute. I was only 2 years old when that started. So I was watching reruns when I was actually thinking I was watching it. Yeah. But then I discovered Michael Landon never wrote that episode. Somebody else did. Because I watched them all in a row. Season 1 to season 9. And then it went into the movies. And I was like, wait a minute. I listened to Melissa Gilbert once Albert gets hooked on morphine or whatever, and they come back to Walnut Grove and Pa cleans him out. She does a monologue at the end saying he came back to be Walnut Grove doctor. So how is that possible? You can tell the series was in and they weren't paying attention. They're finishing their contracts with their actors. Because you never seen it, Mom? I'm like, nope, never watched it. I must have missed them when they were on TV. I said, I mean, you figure. I grew up with 4 TV channels. 2, 5, 11, 26 came when I was a teenager, and PBS. That's it. And where I lived, you're lucky you could get the news sometimes.
Hey, we were lucky to get 2, 5, and 11.
Yeah. I lived out in the boonies as a classification. Sometimes the antenna didn't do it justice. My grandpa would turn on the radio just to hear the weather. These kids don't know what the hell they'd be missing. So one's going to have round eyes. There we go. Then I got the third one. I'm not heavy. wonder if I should do the eyes oval. Maybe smaller ovals this time. So it looks more like a little kid. And then if I get another one along, so I wouldn't mind picking up maybe one more or two more. You know, Scott, me, Diamond, and Xavier. Get the whole family eventually. I'm gonna move this so I don't hit the paint. Oh, so I hit the camera instead. So eventually, when these all dry overnight and the weather permitting, I'll spray them with a sealer. They'll go and be out in my yard. And I'll take a picture of them in my yard and put them on my Facebook group. Okay. So I'm going to do littler ovals on this one. I still have my pencil. Oh, there it is. Okay. So this is not my idea. My sister-in-law saw this somewhere. I don't know if she saw it on Pinterest. Probably Pinterest, I'm thinking. You know, everybody goes down that rabbit hole. She sends me stuff all the time. I'm trying to figure out how she gets her job done during the day when she keeps sending me this stuff. I've seen these before, though. These little owls with the bricks. So that wasn't new to me. But I got lucky. Because this is a free project except for my paint and my time. These bricks were left out at the waste yard where you can take leaves and stuff in. Yard waste. So some lady took about 25 of them. I got other ones. So I should have moved that over a little bit. I need a decent eraser. See, I should stand up to do that. I might have to. Oh, where's the eraser? I might have to paint that one over and dry it real quick. Because now that I stand up, they're really off center. Really bad. We'll see how well I do. Oh, not bad. Huh. I can touch them up later with that little spot. Yeah, I can see it. So, give me a minute here. I'll paint that and cover that up and dry it real quick. Homer. That's funny. See, little paint covers everything. I'm going to take dry. I did 4 coats on these, by the way. So the brick kept on staying through. Everyone's going to be happy to see his friends in the yard. Yep, that's funny. These are Kermit, Ingrid, Homer. if you guys are wondering what Kathy's talking about, I did this Saturday. Or no, yeah, Saturday. I had to think, wait, when I do this? I did a worm. It's my little worm. And I had him around a tree, but now he's sitting around my wishing well. Here's when I just got them done. And then I put them around a tree. Oop! Don't touch the phone here. I put them around my tree, and this morning I moved them in front of my well. Okay, let's see them. Alright. There we go. Alright. I'm going to stand up to do this one. Man, I did good on the first two, and then this one I screwed up on for some reason. Okay. I was going to do some like little in their ears too. Trim them up a little bit. Make them look like they got a little like pink or something in the ears. I haven't decided yet. Much better. Okay. See, that didn't take long to dry. Little pat. Boom. You know, like a little V in the ear up here. Yeah. All right. I remove this section from around the front flower bed and make me. That's funny, Kathy. It probably takes Scott a month. He'll be like wandering the yard. If I don't point something out to Scott in the yard, he probably would never notice. Till he went to Yeah, I'll say that. Until he went to weed whack the yard for me to mow the grass. Then that's probably when he noticed because he'd have to weed whack around it. And he'd be like, what the hell? Just like I moved my bicycle. I have an old bicycle, very old bicycle. I use it as a lawn ornament. And I was moving it before the thunderstorm happened. So I came in the house and I'm like, I guess I'll do that tomorrow. And I didn't think he noticed that. He noticed that right away. And then I got yelled at for doing it. Damn it, you're not supposed to be doing that kind of stuff. Because I'm very limited and it sucks. I hate it. That I'm so limited that I take it upon myself to do stuff I ain't supposed to. That's probably half my problem. So, give this another coat. So he gets mad at me. He doesn't get mad, he gets concerned. So remember when I was telling you a couple months ago about the threading procedure I was going to do? But my insurance wouldn't cover it because it was too experimental. Well, I got my bill for both my wrists was $7,500. Not bad, in my opinion. To have that threading done, it was $5,000 a hand. Remember, insurance is like, nope. I think it was also the price. Because I forgot my bill. Let's put it this way. I'm so glad I had this done 6 months in because I met my deductible. So I told Scott, got that taken care of for the year. You know, $7,500. So, now, what really gets me as my first appointment with him, or no, it was stitches removal, $400. I'm lucky I was in that office 10 minutes. Come in, look at my wrist, and take my stitches off and say, goodbye. $400. I can understand why a lot of people don't have procedures. Because I can't find it. Wow. Especially if they're like my hands. I could have lived with the pain. I was doing all right with putting my hands in a bunch of ice cubes and the pain, it would go away for a few days, you know. But if you need a life, okay, well, you Scott, I don't know what Scott and I would do if we didn't have insurance to cover my husband's heart medication. There's no way, you know, if you really need it to live. I was like, how in the hell are people making it? And then I have a neighbor next door. Her name's Jackie. Wonderful lady. Me and Scott really like living next to her. My father-in-law did too. She's just a sweetie. She's diabetic. And she has to go all over the state of Wisconsin trying to find her medication because it runs so quickly out of pharmacies around here that she had to travel 4.5 hours to get her insulin for a month. You ready to reason why? Because it's also used for people that want to go on a diet, and doctors are prescribing it for them. No, I'm sorry. If something like insulin, which is life saving and that she can't go without, that should be a priority over somebody that's taking it to diet. I almost flipped out when she told me that. That she spends countless hours of her day finding a pharmacy in the state of Wisconsin to go find her insulin. I had a friend of mine, I'll never forget it. She's like, Tina, I need you to do me a favor. And I'm like, what? My mom needs needles for insulin. They're so expensive. I'm like, okay, what do you want me to do? She goes, we're going to go in a meth clinic and get free needles. Go in, there's a basket. Yeah. She goes, there's needles there. Yeah. She goes, you're allowed 10. I said, okay. She goes, grab 10, come back out. So I grabbed 10. They didn't ask no questions. She went and grabbed 10. I said, what are we doing with these? She goes, I get them for my mom because she can't afford the needles to take her insulin. I said, what? She goes, yeah, this is the kit so you don't share needles to don't pass disease. So she goes, and they're the same needles my mom has to buy. I said, so we did that. She'd have her friends go in all the time. So her mom would get her needles. I said, that's ridiculous. She goes, yep, give them for addicts, but not people that need them. I mean, not saying addicts don't need them. I get the concept of giving out needles so they don't spread the disease. But somebody that needs a needle to take an insulin. Well, she passed away now. So, yeah. But I almost died. I didn't know, you don't know stuff until it happens, occurs. And I'm like, when she told me to go in there, I just walked in, did what she told me. And I'm like, why did we just do that? And I'm looking at her like she's stranger than hell. And then she told me. I just thought that was ridiculous. Yeah. That her mom goes in, gets free needles. Her mom was. And then she'd get people to do it. I didn't hesitate. Every month I'd go down there. They don't ask any questions. They didn't even ask questions to see if I'm an addict. I guess because who would admit it anyways? What? Hmm? That's cool. A little. We have cancer patients for radiation at 43 treatments. Mad that you can walk in right in a pharmacy and get Narcan, sitting right on the counter to give someone who overdosed. Yep. The biggest thing on it right now in my state, besides this upcoming election that the phone's going is the commercials that are saying it about the fact that Wade versus whatever got, that Trump got that out of office or whatever, and now he's punishing women and da 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 da. And so I decided during this last few weeks of my boredom, I looked that up in my own state, okay, about abortion. Basically, what they did is they took it out of the federal government hands. And get me wrong if I'm saying this wrong. This is what my take of this was. Said they took it out of the federal level and put it into the state's hand and decide how to handle the abortions, per state instead of whole government. Okay? Now, I believe it's a woman's choice. Okay? It's my body, my choice. But I also don't think abortion should not be an answer for birth control. Sign to get, makes me mad. But I have to sign to get allergy B and can't get more than 2 packs a month without a doctor's writing. Yeah. When I went in to get ibuprofen not long ago and I had to sign for ibuprofen. What the hell did they make with ibuprofen? Does anybody know? I'm curious. Because I looked at them like they were crazy. I think it was ibuprofen. Yeah. Because that's what I got from my hands. And the only reason I'm on a leave right now is they wanted me to try a leave for the 10 days. And my 10th day was up today. But I forgot to call. So I'll call tomorrow morning. But back to my little story about. So I get a phone call. And this is, you could tell it's like random robot calls or whatever they call those damn things. Because I had this lady go in this lecture about, I should vote this way, coming up election, blah, blah, blah. Because it's taken my rights as a woman who has the right to choose what she would do with her child. And I said to the lady, me? And she goes, yeah, you. I'm like, well, first of all, I can't have children anymore. She goes, oh, I'm really sorry. Is there a medical problem? I'm like, no, I already have two children and I'm a grandmother. I'm not about to have another child. I'm 52 years old. Hey, you think I'm crazy? And I can't. She goes, oh. I said, how do you get my number? Just to assume this direction. What do you know what way you're going to vote? And I'm like, no, I ain't telling you if I do know. It's my business. I'm like, oh my God, it's already starting. Crazy. So now my question is, I thought I should put little things in it, like little things in the ears to make it look like. Okay, I need it. Hi, Esther. I come upstairs that day and I'm like, Scott. And he's like, what? I said, guess what? And he's like, what? I'm going to have a baby. And I have a right. And I'm not making fun of it. To choose my decision. He goes, well, I don't know how that's possible. I said, me neither. But I knew this 32 years ago. I said to the lady, I'll be honest with you, I think it's a woman's choice, but it shouldn't be a birth control method because, I had not protected sex. With the today and what's all out there for birth control methods, there should be no babies. Save your breath. I won't tell you how I voted, and that is why I registered independent because it's no one's business but mine. I would love to get one of those calls. Oh, I would mess with them so bad. Yep. Yeah, I. That's the thing. I get them too. Yep. I'm independent. I don't let anybody know who I voted. Oh God! Sorry, I wouldn't even let my daughter know who I voted for last election. She figured it out, but it's her problem. But I wouldn't let her know. So one thing my grandpa drilled in my head all the time: who you vote for is your business, nobody else. Don't answer those phone calls. I'm like, okay. Then they went, well, this could be beneficial for your daughter. And I'm like, my daughter's 32, mother of three, and can't have any babies anymore either. Oh, so no joke, Gavin. Well, I used to get calls that would be from the United States, and I'd answer them with, Mr. Trump, it's about time you call me back. President, can I borrow your jet? I got a lot of crafty friends I want to go see. You're not using your private jet right now because you got Air Force One. Can I borrow yours? And then people would be like, what? 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 Or I'd hand them the phone and say, when Riley was like 2.5, 3 years old, be like, here, Riley, go talk to somebody. Mama? Mama? No, I can't do that. Scott keeps getting one, and I keep getting them. And I actually called Social Security about this. We had this person call us. talking about a Social Security benefit, and they asked my age. I'm like 52. She goes, well, you may qualify for something, blah, 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 blah. I went through the spiel. And then they wanted my account number, and I'm like, I don't think so. Well, how would you get your check? And I'm like, you can mail it to me. If I'm eligible, then you can mail it through the mail. Oh, we only put it in accounts these days. And I'm like, the hell you do? Because my father-in-law was getting his Social Security in the mail, and he'd go put it in the bank once a month. And they don't know what to say to me. So I thought, I'm going to call Social Security Department. So I called Social Security, which you tell, I wouldn't have did this if I wouldn't have had nothing to do. Because I tell you, I was on a good half an hour to 45 minutes before I was connected to somebody. I proceeded to tell her person, and they're like, no. She goes, that ain't happening. She goes, first of all, when you file for, I don't know how you file, but usually they say they'll set up a time, like an appointment time. She told me, what I'm taking is, you please answer your phone at such and such time. She goes, so I don't know. She told me it's a scam. Well, as soon as you ask for my account number, you ain't getting my account number anyways. Good luck. There ain't no money in my account anyways. See, I have that, and I still get them. It's irritating. Oops, that was a little. Scott and I both got that on ours. I don't know. It just happened. Because I got a big nose compared to Scott? I don't know. This is where I screw up all the time. What do I do with my pencil? Okay. Yes. Doing a little round eyeball. Yeah. Why? Trace it. Trace. Too big. This may be too small. Well, that's too big for this one. But that should be alright for that. I'm gonna go right there. As long as he doesn't look cross-eyed, we're good to go. I'm gonna go dead center on this one, like so. Okay. Now, see, I think that's too big. Yep, definitely. So, I'm going to just kind of wing this one. I'm gonna go like this with this one. right. Now, if everything goes right, what do I do with it? Hey, Casey. Oh, here I could have used a cap. Boom. See? How are you, Mr. Casey? I have so many people's videos to get caught up on. I mean, I've been practically MIA for 2 months. Figured May and April. It's driving me crazy. I didn't want this done, my hands done, at this type of season. I wanted to do it in the winter where I hate being outside. I love being outside. And having the fact that I can't do what I would be normally doing right now. Scott got on my butt because I mowed the grass the other day. It's like, woman. I know when I hear my husband say woman, I know I'm in trouble. And I laugh because I took a break and I was sitting on my front step. The camera, our security camera sits right there. And you could talk through it. And he's gone, okay? And all of a sudden I hear, woman! And I'm like, uh-oh. He's talking to me through the camera. What are you doing mowing grass? I told you I'd do it when I got home. I'm like, I was bored. He's so worried about my wrist. That's what it is. And I'm like, it didn't hurt my wrist. I'm fine. Well, listen, Eagles. We do it to our mailman all the time. Scott does. What are you doing, Randy? You thinking of seeing my wife? Randy starts laughing. Our mailman's our neighbor, by the way. He's a really good mailman. He goes the extra mile. Yep. Oh, by the way, Kathy, my mailman stopped by again today. And guess what? He went and checked on my package also. They denied it to a mailman. Yep, they denied it. And he even explained, I traced it here. And guys, do you realize you can GPS your packages? The post office can? I didn't know they could do that. That is messed up. I think I gotta make this one a little wider here. Oh, I had carpal tunnel surgery on both my wrists in April. And they're taking longer to heal. So I'm very limited. What I can do, I can't lift anything more than 2 pounds. And the hardest part for my wrist right now is going like this. Movements. But I gotta do it. But there's... I like how I did his eyeballs. Like, ooh. But yeah, I had carpal tunnel surgery on my right hand on the 4th of April. On my left hand, the 11th of April. Yeah, and it's taken long. It's like right here, and then right there where the incision, and you can kind of see. I don't know if you guys can see it. Can you see that lump right there? Yeah, that needs to come down. That's still healing inside my wrist right there, and that's what I feel, the soreness. This one a week ago, if somebody went up and did this a week ago to me, I'd have slapped them. So the Aleve is helping. And the only part on this side is right here a little bit hurts. But this one, it's all along. But if you would have touched me last week, ooh, I'd have slapped you. But I forgot to call because they don't want me on a leave more than 10 days, so they're switching me around. So I'm gonna ruin the tip on this marker. So I'll probably go over this with paint, acrylic paint. I don't know. Yeah, I have to ice this a few times a day. So the thing is I'm not very. Scott goes, thank God you don't break anything, and I knock on wood. Because if I had to have a cast, oh my God, I would go absolutely. Because I had both my feet operated on when I was 17 years old, and I spent the summer like that, and I know how miserable that was. But Scott read, and I don't know where he read it, to massage my wrist. So he's been massaging my wrist a little bit for me. I'm going to use paint. So he's done that a couple nights for me because he will massage my wrist. But I tell you, I didn't expect. I knew it would take time, but I guess I didn't expect this much time. I'll be honest. I'm like, Well, because my doctor says, "Oh yeah, you'll be fine in a few days." Yeah, right. I don't know how people go back to work. They have to go back to work with this. I guess they work through the pain. That's all I can think. And I talked to my sister. She was off to work. What'd she tell me? 3 months before she went back to work with her when she had hers done, which I didn't know she had done. Because she saw me at Walmart. Because I don't talk to my sister that often. She works at Walmart, so if I happen to be in Walmart and I run into her, that's about all. Just my half sister. Same daddy, different mommies. Anyway, so, but I didn't know she had hers done 3 years ago. So, but she told me hers took a while too. 3 months. She was off work. I said, maybe it's a dad. I said to her, maybe it's because of dad. Maybe it's in our genes because of dad. I said. She starts laughing. And what's really bad, okay, I didn't know this till after because, I'm out of it. When I come, Scott tell me the doctor said my left was worse than my right. So, but my right's taking longer to heal. So all I can think about is because I'm right-handed. Oh, there's a bump in the brick. That's why I keep messing up his eyeball. That's all right. He'll look fine regardless. These are called paver stones. If anybody's interested in to know it. I also did a caterpillar. And I got these for free. So it's just my time and paint to make these. That's all. I'll touch these up. Because I can see. Oh, little dude. There we go. They're gonna look so cute standing up out of my yard. Oh, okay. So everybody, Kathy's having a sale on Thursday, 6 o'clock. Eastern, 5 o'clock Central, and whatever after. I think Mountain's what? So if it's 6, 5 o'clock, 4 o'clock Mountain. If I did my times right. And don't ask me what Pacific is because I couldn't remember. Oops, I got wonky. Hang it. There we go. So, that looks good. Whoa. Okay. All right. Now, I let that dry a little bit. Now I have to determine if I should put little ears in it. What did I do with my phone? See, these don't have little ears. I'm thinking right here, there and there, just a little pink right in the edges. What do you guys think? Little pink right here and in each one of them, just to look like they got ears. Just a little bit, not a lot. They don't have smiles either. Well, they talk with their. So, what do you guys think? Should I add the little ears? I do have to add a white dot in the black, but I'll let that dry a little bit more. Just a little ear. Where is my white pink? And I got 2 kittens the day before my surgery, or 2 days before my surgery, my first surgery. And they love my husband, or at least one does. They are rescue cat kittens. They were born in November. We lived in a hoarder house situation. And they're very skittish. Harley, she runs from me. She don't like me. She's in competition with my husband and me, I guess. I always say to Scott. Because she that's the thing for Scott, my husband. But she'll run upstairs and beat Scott to his chair and then beats me to my chair upstairs and sits in it. And then when Scott comes, she'll move over for him. Me, she looks at me going, yeah, whatever. I ain't moving. Kittens are funny. Now, Harley, she's getting better. She's kind of comes out and watches the world go by a little bit, but she won't let us pet her yet. But we'll give her time to, I said, poor kitties. They were in a hoarder house with like 22 other cats. This was a litter from one of the cats. Hopefully they weren't sister-brother cats. You never know. But they don't. And they were rescued from this couple with the whole litter. And she put them in, and she got rid of most of them except for these last 2 kittens. And they were in a dog kennel with their litter box. And not a very big dog kennel. Like a house little kennel. And I was like, oh my God. So I tell you, the first couple weeks here, they didn't come out of hiding. Scott had to work with Harley. And then finally Harley warmed up to him. Oreo? No. Kathy, matter of fact, named my cat. Because when I sent pictures, she's like, look at the little Oreo. And I kept it. So we have Oreo and Harley. And Harley was named a couple times before we came up with Harley. And but oh my God, at 4:30 in the morning, man, oh yeah, I like the little ears. What do you think? I like them with the little ears. Just a little bit, right? Maybe a little smile. Oops. Man, I was thinking of a little smile underneath. Because I'm trying to remember. Do owls have mouths? Or do they eat out of their beaks? I don't remember. I don't know. I should have researched that. Plus, I forgot I am doing something on the little girl ones to add my own little touch to them. And I gotta fix the one on the caliper because it fell off. That's all right. I didn't know where my E6000 was, so I do now. I found it. I cleaned my craft table off today. Uh, so I got this glue from the Dollar Tree. Oh, that's super glue. Is that the one I want? No, that's. Oh yeah, yeah, same thing. I got this at the Dollar Tree. It's supposed to be like comparable to E6000. So we will see. I've used it on some other stuff. I think I may take one or go buy one and make one of these and put it on my mom's grave. I still have to go up to the cemetery. My mom is 40 minutes away, and we haven't got up there yet. And we can't take. We were gonna do it and take the bike, but my mom's stone is flat in the ground. And when I was up there, when I went to pick up the cats, matter of fact, because we had to pass the cemetery, and when I go up in that direction, I always stop by and see my mom. I don't believe you have to go to the cemetery to remember her. I remember her every day. But her stone's getting covered by grass, so Scott's gonna edge it for me. And so we're gonna possibly do that this weekend. And I think this would look kind of cute sitting by her grave. My looks, somebody'd steal it. That's the whole thing. Cause I don't buy very expensive flowers for out by my mom. She came from a terrible hurting situation. She was born outside in November, and there was close to. Oh my God. Well, you know what? I called the vet right away because I want to get them fixed so they don't make more babies. Right now, they told me to let them get friendly before I do that because they came from that situation and they're so skittish right now. And me putting them more in trauma right now probably would not build a relationship up with these cats that me and Scott are trying to do with them. So she said I can't. Due to the fact they're still kittens and they're house kittens, it's not like they're going outside. I should be okay for a while. But she told me it may take a few months before they actually get secure with. Because Harley likes Scott. She lets him pet him. No. Oreo, she won't even let Scott. And Scott's a cat person. I'm a dog person. But the other day I went to a rummage sale a little ways from me. This lady took all those little lights from the Dollar Tree. Look at this guy. She took them off the lights and she painted them. And I looked at them, and she gave me them. She didn't know what she was like. She was doing them for putting in her wreath. Not as lights though, just so cute. So I'm going to put ooh, I like this one. There we go. I'm gonna put them in up in the ear a little bit. Is she? Yep. Well, the vet said, just keep doing what you're doing. Talk to her. Don't, like she said, don't, walk around on baby steps or anything because you want them to get used to how you guys live and do what you're doing. And she says she'll probably come around. It's just gonna take them a while because they probably didn't have the, like, she goes, think about it. If you have a new baby that's never been held, how's that baby gonna react when it's held? I'm like, I don't know. She goes, exactly. You don't know. And that's the same thing with animals. Who knows how these animals, they probably weren't, you know, and humans. Humans are cruel to animals sometimes. And they probably were neglected. Because I tell you, I told her Harley doesn't, I have to watch how much they eat because Harley eats like she's not getting some anymore tomorrow. So they share a dish because it's hard to have dishes, but she told me one little cup or half a cup in the morning of food and a half a cup at night. Because Harley, she acts like she's not going to get any more tomorrow. Yeah, so we have to watch that because she hears me rattle that dish, man. She's over there, crazy. And so she told me, and I was telling her things, and she told me to watch that they probably weren't being fed and probably very little human contact. Luckily, because the thing is, I was wow. Harley was the one I was taking, but then I saw a little picture of Harley, and I'm like, oh my god, she's adorable. I'll take her. Well, then I got a video clip, and it was a video clip, and Diamond sent it to me. I'll never forget it. And I'm like, I said to Diamond, I said, is that two cats in there? And she goes, yeah. And I'm like, seriously? She goes, yeah. And I'm like, I'll take both. I couldn't leave. I couldn't take one and not take the other after I watched the video. Yeah. So they both came home. And I wasn't going to tell Scott. I was just going to do it. But once I walked over and got the cat carrier from my son's house. And he's like, what's with the two carriers? And then I proceeded to tell him, and I showed him the video, and he's like, yeah, get both. We just couldn't leave them. I just couldn't do it. So, but I felt so bad. I don't understand people when it comes to animals. If you can't take care of them, don't take it. I mean, and I guarantee this lady that had these, she was an elderly lady, my understanding. She probably did it out of the kindness of her heart. They probably were being taken care of by her more than the people that rescued him because I'm like, I'm like, I don't know. Who knows? But I couldn't leave him there. I couldn't leave. I couldn't leave one without the other. That was the whole thing. After I saw the living conditions, so I took both of them. And now they're like, my son made a comment. Says, "Mom, even if Harley never comes up to you and gets petted, you're giving her a better life than she had. You're feeding her, You're making sure she eats. You're going to, I mean, I already had them to the vet. They have their first set of shots. Vet laughs at me. Harley, oh God. Harley was easy to put in a cat core. And that was the thing. I didn't want to traumatize her more, but I needed them to I wanted them to at least have their first set of shots just in case. Catching Harley, or not Harley, catching Oreo was crazy. But we got her. But I know she wasn't pleased, but they got their first set of shots. And I have it wrote down when they go back for some more. But they said that said she should be covered for a while till I need to go do that again. But she recommended the first set due to the fact of where they came from. Plus, they wanted something about worms or something. I don't know. Diamond did it for me half because I couldn't do it. I had surgery. Yeah, I said I wasn't thinking when I decided to take two cats on. I picked them up the day before my surgery or 2 days, and I'm like, oh well. But you know what? Good night. Oh, here they are, guys. I'll show them real quick. So here's the mister. Oh, here's the mister. Here's the mommy. Oh, here's the mommy. Here's the little girl. I'm just waiting for this to dry a little bit, and I'll put a little white dot in her eyes. But there's they are. And then put the little butterflies like they're wearing little barrettes in their hair. And I was gonna put a book. I didn't know how to look. I was gonna grab it. Ugh. Let's see. Oh. Oh. I was gonna put a bow tie for him, so he looks like he has a bow tie. What do you guys think? Yeah, I like this one better. A little bow tie. I'm almost to. Yeah. I didn't realize how many messages it's sending me and Diamond. Holy smokers. Okay, here we go. So here is Oreo. That's the picture I got. And I'm like, yes, I'll take her. And then, oh, here's the video. And that's what.
Hold on. She won't sit still, so I'll just take a video. There's this one, and then there's another one. The one's got more white on its face than the other.
That's what they were living in. And I'm like, oh, God, I got to take them home. So I took them both. After I saw the video. Yeah. So. Okay, a little bow tie. There we go. So that's the little guy. And I'll take my paint. I'm just gonna. Well, I think that's gonna be too big. There. Too big. Didn't get enough on there. And there we go. There's the owls. Whoops. I think they turned out cute. There we go, guys. So somebody else's trash turned into my treasure. When you're out and about, garage sales, free boxes. I always go on garage sales, free boxes, because I found some nice stuff to recycle. One time when he was little, found a ring box, and he opened it. It was a ring. He saw free. He knew you could read free, so he took it home. And I watched him grab the ring box. So I knew he didn't take it off the table. We get home, and he hands this ring to Diamond. And he says, "Here you go, Diamond. I got you a ring," because she was the girl. And I look at this ring, and I'm like, I thought, this ring doesn't look fake. And so we took it to a jeweler, because he knew that Diamond's birthstone was red. Born in July. I guess it's a red tone. And took a jeweler. It was a real ruby. Well, I couldn't tell you where. I would have took it back. But one of those mornings with my mom, I went to probably 30, 40 rummage sales. I couldn't remember where I bought everything or what rummage sale was which. Where we got that ring to even take it back. They probably didn't even realize what they had in it. Now the question is, sorry, if I should outline the eyeballs in black or just leave them the way it is. So I'm going to stop here. I might tidy up a little bit, but I think they look good the way they are. So in the comments, I got a little, that's all right. Let me know if you think I should outline that in black. And let me know if I should outline them in black. I'm talking around the white, going 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 around the white, bringing it up, just the eyes, not so much the nose. So let me know what you think, if I should do that. And I will check tomorrow. But you guys, go to they'll stand like this. And I'll take a picture once I get them outside. I'll spray them tomorrow, if it's weather permitting. And I'll spray them, and then I'll put them, display them, and then I'll put a picture up in my group. So, okay. Yeah. Okay. Trying to get them all in here so you can see them. There we go. Boom. There we go. My little owl faces. Not my idea. My sister-in-law got it. Sent me a link. I think she got it off Pinterest, but I'll show you the original. And then I'll call it a day. Or a night, I should say. Just to see, look at this is all the stuff she sends me. Ooh. I'm making this eventually. I got the fan blades. I was so excited. I have a buck, and I was so excited. I'm like, oh my god, it's the mama and the baby. I was like, oh my god. I thought it said $40. Here it was $140. Scott would kick my ass. So yeah. But that's, does it say where she got this? Kid friendly things to do. There we go. Cute though. Plus I made the worm. I'll show you guys the worm. Because here's the worm. Here's the version that she sent me. So cute. And here's mine. Oops. And here's the one I did. There's my worm. Except her bow fell off today, so I have to put it back on. I have to go find it. Or butterfly. Because I put it on a hot glue. And now that I found the E6000 stuff, I'll do it with the E6000. But today, where is it? I moved it. See right there. And now it is in front of my little wishing well. So, but the bricks that I used, these and the little worm one, they were in the landfill. Somebody was throwing them out, so they came home with me. And some other shaped ones. Eventually, and I take a picture, these will be sitting in a spot. I want to spray paint all my bricks going around my trees in bright colors. But I want to thank you guys for watching. I'm going to go to bed. It is almost 11 or 10:30 here. And I will talk to you all later. As always, be happy, be kind, be safe, be funny, be crafty, and bye for now. Thanks for watching.